Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys all doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise. His midlife work, so to speak, has always been fun. He likes to go for these crazy, over the top roles, and I just happen to enjoy that. I think he's kind of been in this experimental phase, seeing what works, and what's worked for him over the span of the last 20 some odd years now, 24 years now, has been playing obviously Ethan Hunt in the Mission Impossible series, which is set to wrap up with number 7 and number 8 coming who knows when at this point. But as we're finding out today, Tom Cruise is doing something again that no one would expect from anyone. So you should at this point just ultimately expect Tom Cruise to be the one to pull it off, because Tom Cruise is going to space, literally. And Doug Liman is directing, literally. They are literally going to space. Now, we joked a couple years ago about Fast and Furious going to space, right? Haha, wouldn't it be funny if Fast and Furious movies went to space? Makes the most amount of sense if you think about it, given the trajectory of that franchise. But still, this is legitimately Tom Cruise and Doug Liman are going to space to shoot a movie. They had some competition a couple years ago, by the way, when you had the I think it was Pornhub trying to raise the money to shoot an actual porno in zero G, and that didn't work. They didn't get the money for it. Sorry, Johnny Sins. I know you were game, but it didn't happen. But now this is a production that could potentially be going there. It's not set in stone yet, but they are going to be doing this with Elon Musk and NASA, which tells me that Elon Musk is probably going to throw down some serious money behind it. That's where I think a lot of the money's coming from. Yeah, I have a feeling this is all being done because of Space Force. If you want my honest opinion, it's going to be a Space Force movie. It's they can't call it that because of the Netflix show coming out this week, but I think that's what it's going to be anyway. So it says here, Doug Liman will boldly go where no film director has gone before. Liman plans to accompany Tom Cruise on the action-adventure film to be shot in outer space that is being mounted independently for now, right? Which means they don't have a distributor. They don't have, really a financier. It's like, right, they're trying to get the money, depending on how much it's going to cost. And this is space. It's space. I mean, it's going to cost a lot of money. And it involves Elon Musk's SpaceX and NASA. Liman, who directed Cruise on the movies American Made and Edge of Tomorrow, is eager to reteam for the first of its kind project. Yeah, the first of its kind project. That's the whole point, right? Not only is Cruise a thrill seeker, Doug Liman likes to push the boundary on a lot of things. He likes to he likes to kind of push his limits. And I love Liman as a director. I really do. And I really want to see this actually. So because it came out a few weeks ago that from Deadline revealing on May 4th that Cruise was planning to do this, to actually travel to space to shoot a film. And then NASA confirmed it later on that day. So this is what it says here. It says Liman and Cruise are collaborators and pals who are both pilots and bonded over the adventurous spirit. Each guy has worked to finish before heading to space. And right now, it's unprecedented and pre-production that will involve training to be able to withstand an outer space flight. But they're told that in no uncertain terms, these guys are serious and hopeful it can happen in the near future. I kind of agree with this thing here. Somewhere can you imagine that James Cameron, who did his own groundbreaking deep sea dives for his films, saying, "How am I not on this spaceship?" Yeah, 100%. Like I feel like Liman being the first person to pull it off is not like it should be Cameron. I feel like it should be Cameron to do it. And somewhere Cameron's like, "Get me Tom Cruise on the phone. Tommy boy, what do you need? I can provide resources. Get me on that ship. Get me off this planet. Why not, right?" So here, okay. So right now they're mounting this as an independent project, trying to find money in order to make this movie. Sure, why not, right? Like, why not? Like, at this point, when you hear something like this, that Tom Cruise is going to space, and that it's an actual legitimate project, and that he got Doug Liman, who has been kind of tossed around in recent years, the Gambit movie, a few other projects that have fallen through. And he's wanting to jump on board and make this film with Cruise. I think Cruise at this point is literally trying to get everything he can possibly get done before turning 60. Before he's just too old to do anything. He wants to do as much as he can. So I am on board with this. I want to see what it's going to be like, because they're probably going to shoot it in 3D. They're probably going to make it, be realistically shot in space. Who knows what they've got going on? Who knows what SpaceX has got cooking? But let's also be realistic on this front too. What precisely, what exactly is this project? Well, it's a bit of it's a bit of an advertisement. They teamed up with NASA and SpaceX in order to be able to get the permission and probably the training to be able to pull this off. So if it's a highly successful project, NASA will get that big boost. And we don't really think much about NASA these days. We really don't. You don't think much about what NASA's up to. You think more about what Elon Musk and SpaceX is up to because that's privatized local space travel. Whereas NASA has been more focusing on the deep space searches and that sort of thing. So now we're getting a collaboration with them. And Elon Musk, he's had a bit of bad press recently, especially with like the name of his kid. Is it Kyle? Is it pronounced Kyle? I don't know, man. I just work here. But he's gotten his own crap. And this is going to be a good advertisement for SpaceX. Because remember when Musk tweeted out that the stock of Tesla was too high and it cratered by like 20 million or something. Like the tweet cost him like 20 to 40 million. Like he needs good advertisements in order to be able to probably still keep himself, wealthy and in power of his own company because he's already gone through, situations before that cost him pretty heavily in regards to things that he's tweeted. So this to me comes across as just it's a promotional advertisement for not only SpaceX, more SpaceX probably than NASA, but they need to work with the government, to work with that organization to be able to get access to certain things. And it seems like a win-win for everybody. It seems like a pretty big win-win for everybody involved. And I'm definitely curious to see how it plays out. Will I go see Tom Cruise in space? The answer to that is yes. Yes, I will. Will I go see it on opening day? Yes. Yes, I will. Will I go see it in IMAX? Yeah. Yeah, I will. Because I love the concept of being able to go to space. Let me just go before I end it. I'll tell you guys this. I personally believe that in my lifetime, which I'm 38, so let's give me a generous 40 more years. 40 to 50 more years. Hopefully, with science, I'll be able to stay a little longer, or at least upload my conscious into the internet, which I would do because I'm that kind of person. But I believe that at least localized space travel will be a reality in my lifetime, meaning that in the next 20 to 30 years, I could theoretically, you could theoretically, we could theoretically travel up into the upper atmosphere, the upper orbit, and then like travel to other parts of the world, you doing low Earth orbit travel or being able to go out there, localized space travel, see whatever, right? Tours at the space, maybe even to the moon, who knows? Technology has moved rapidly in the last 50 years, so you don't know what's going to happen. However, so yes, I want to see this sort of thing. I want to see what space is like. And if they're going to go shoot a movie in space and they're going to put as much behind it as humanly possible, they're going to be putting as much, into the visuals to give you the look, the feel of space. And I want to see it, I want to see it. And so for me, yes, I fully support this project. And it's already got my money, even though it hasn't come out yet, hasn't been made yet. Who knows what's going to happen? It's probably a couple years away, but man, the little kid in me is very much on board with seeing it. And I'm wondering if the little kid is with you guys is on board as well. Let me know down in the comments below. I look forward to your guys' thoughts. Look forward to your opinion. If you made it this far, do me a favor, type in space with an exclamation point in the chat. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you again for watching, and peace out.